Shireen Bhan now joining us. Shireen, the government preparing for a deficient monsoon. The private forecast is Skymet saying it's going to be a normal monsoon.
Well, let's take that face-off forward. We have with us Jatin Singh of Skymet and also DS Pai, Director of the Long Range Forecasting Division of the IMD. Gentlemen, appreciate you joining us here on CNBC TV 18. Mr. Pai, if I can start by asking you, can you explain to us the reasons behind you having to downgrade your earlier forecast now down to 88%?
See, the main reason for downgrading is the El Nino conditions are becoming strengthening, and the forecasts are also showing that during monsoon El Nino conditions to become
Okay, you're saying the El Nino conditions have worsened and hence you have been forced to downgrade your forecast. Let's go across to Jatin Singh of Skymet. Jatin, you know, we had this conversation just a couple of days ago. I think it was Thursday, if my memory serves me right. And you said you're still sticking to the Skymet forecast of this being a normal monsoon. In light of what the IMD has today forecasted, are you changing your mind at all?
Not at all. We're sticking to 102. We stand strong.
You're still sticking to 102, despite what the IMD is saying that the El Nino conditions have worsened, that they're now down to 88%. You're still saying 102 is what you anticipate?
Yes, absolutely.
How do you explain this divergence, Jatin? I asked you this question on Thursday. I'm asking this question again in the context of this downward revision by the IMD.
See, I don't think of this as a contest. Let this be differing academic opinion. Okay, as I said, one is a statistical way of looking at that. You really don't get back-to-back droughts. There have been 3 instances: 04, 05, 65, 66, 85, 86, 87. 2014 was a drought, and 88%. I don't know why the word deficient is being used as a perversion of a statistic. It is actually a forecast for drought. That is one reason. Second, in a back-to-back El Nino, and this is an El Nino. This El Nino that was established in September in the region 3.4, the Central Pacific, that we're more sensitive to. It's been there since September, and it was there in June also, but it kept on getting aborted, so you didn't get one consecutive quarter. So statistically, that is also not supported. The third, one story that I think you'll start hearing in about a month's time is that there is an Indian Ocean dipole. That is, it seems, and this is our theory, that this looks like 1997, when the Indian Ocean was able to successfully insulate us from the El Nino. So these are the 3 points. Okay, so those are the 3 points why you continue to maintain 102 and you're not changing your forecast. Mr. Pai, our models and everything is still sticking, you know. I haven't, see, if I have enough data for whatever work, and we've been talking for a couple of years, I would change. Last year we downgraded from 94 to 91 and then to a drought. But so far, and mind you, this is only the second day of June, second day of monsoon. This is a 120-day event. And right now, I don't, and maybe they do, but I don't have enough data or experience, or nothing tells me that I should downgrade this forecast so far. Okay. Mr. Pai, how would you respond to the comments that are coming in from Skymet? There, Skymet continues to hold its forecast of 102, which is clearly even better than what your earlier forecast was, and they're sticking to that. They're saying that the El Nino conditions at this point in time do not suggest a downward revision for the Skymet forecast, and they also believe that perhaps we could be insulated because of the phenomena that's developing in the Indian Ocean. How would you respond to those comments, sir?
See, actually, I have no very specific comment, only to say that both these groups are using different methods. So it is possible 2 models can have 2 forecasts, so it's welcome. So,
but this is a very it's a very divergent forecast, sir. You're now talking about deficiency. You're talking about deficiency. Skymet is talking about a normal monsoon.
So it is possible. They are both using different type of methods and models. So both are not using the same type of models. So it is possible. But to support what IMD has forecasted, the El Nino conditions, as you see, has been already established. So El Nino is going to impact from very beginning of the season itself. And we have seen that El Nino years, particularly the second half of the season, gets much worse. So we expect that, as we predicted, this year will be a division year. And coming to IOD, most of our models are indicating that that will be a neutral conditions. And IOD don't have a really speaking much impact, particularly on the monsoon. In some years when IOD has been very strong, like 97, it had actually insulated, as he said correctly, the El Nino. But this year, most of the models are indicating that to be neutral.
Okay. Okay, hold on to that thought. Let me get Jatin Singh on that. Jatin, you said that you believe that the Indian Ocean could actually insulate us. The Indian Met Department is saying that this is not, anywhere close to what we saw in 1997, and hence the Indian Ocean phenomena that you were talking about is unlikely to come to our rescue. Also suggesting that the second half of the El Nino is perhaps going to bear a much worse situation for the monsoon forecast, which is what the Met Department is going with. And that seems to explain the divergence according to the IMD.
Yeah, Shireen, you need to sit, we all need to sit this one out. You see, I mean, if you look at the IRI forecast, if you look at any of the freely available forecasts of the IOD, it says that it is warming. Now, it is supposed to warm between June to August. It might quicken, it might not. Now, we really don't know. It's true, even I am a convert and a new acolyte to the whole IOD, that I agree. But it seems in years like this, it might have an influence, and whatever technology we have, we see that June and July look okay. I can see as far as June 15th so far, and those look okay. I don't see any prolonged dry periods. So let's see, I think by July 15th we will know which way this is exactly going to swing. But as I said, you really need it to play out. Then I guess we will both learn a lot of things over the next 4 months.
Well, yes, we will, but at this point in time, I can tell you, Jatin Singh, there are many more people rooting for your camp to be successful on this particular forecast than Mr. Pai's. But Mr. Pai, what Jatin was saying, that they don't really, at this point in time, see any long dry spells, at least not until the 15th of June. Are you in agreement with that forecast? Is that what your model is showing you as well? And again, on the...
Shireen, until the 15th of July. Yeah. Up until now, the 15th of July. I don't see any.
That's right, 15th of July. That's right. If you can comment on that, Mr. Pai, and also I think at least both of you are in agreement as far as the onset of the monsoon itself, which is tentatively between the 6th and the 9th of June. Mr. Pai, let me start with you.
Yeah, we are expecting actually, we are expecting onset over Kerala to be around 5th. But even that will be very weak type of onset for around 3 or 4 days. Monsoon may be active, but then there will be a hiatus of about 4 days. Then only further progress can be observed. As a whole, we are seeing our extended forecasts are showing June to be not so good. Perhaps it may not be as bad as last year, but it is likely to be less than 100%. So even July forecast, as we have given, it is 90%. So overall, we see that its El Nino impact will be almost in all the 4 months.
Okay, so you're seeing the El Nino impact in all the 4 months. Jatin Singh, I'll let you have the final word, because once again, significant divergence of opinion there. You're saying you don't expect any significant hiatus or long dry spells up until the 15th of July, and you just heard what Mr. Pai had to say.
As I said, we have to sit with this one out. I have a comment on the onset. You see, in the classical sense, the anticyclone has to go, the winds have to change, but it's raining. I mean, it's how you look at it, It's raining in Delhi, it's raining in
Well, I can
Patna,
vouch for the fact that it rained or it drizzled in Delhi.
No, it rained. It rained in Delhi, and it rained in Patna, it's raining in Chhattisgarh, Patna, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka now. And on day one, you're 89% of the daily, which is actually doesn't mean anything, but we might, or the IMD might not declare a monsoon, but it's raining, and after June 1, you count everything that comes. And in between the 6th and 8th, there's another spell that is coming. Again, it might not technically establish the monsoon, but it's raining. I see it happening, and it'll happen. It's not too far away to see. So that is you might not characterize the technical onset, but it's raining. That's the first point. And second, I'm actually 50% on is June slightly sluggish. It might be a little, but on a monthly scale, a 20% plus minus is considered normal. I think June should be okay. Our forecast is between normal to above normal, so let's see. The jury is out on this one, and one of us will be right and one of us will be wrong.
Mr. Pai, do you hope that Jatin Singh is proved right in this round?
I don't think so.
See, actually, the rain that you are observing in Delhi and all, you cannot be related to monsoon. That is an entirely different process. In fact, one of the reasons why the monsoon is unable to enter into the Kerala is exactly because of the mid-latitude activity which we are observing in the northern part, and that also not allowing the high to go further north and monsoon to establish. So this, the delay itself is mainly because of this mid-latitude activity, and I am afraid if this continues further, even in the central India coming monsoon entering maybe get delayed. So overall, I expect June to be not so good.
Okay, you're saying June not so good. Skymet is saying they expect a normal June at this point in time. And as I said, Mr. Pai, on this one, I think Team India is going to be voting for Skymet and Jatin Singh. But appreciate both of you joining us here on CNBC TV.
Don't make
your individual forecast. Appreciate your time. So thanks very much indeed.